here, you know.
Welcome to the Saltmine Studio Oasis. And I'm breaking the windows and tearing stuff up. We're getting crazy in here.
Yep.
We're not going to edit that out, Dave. We're leaving that in.
There you go.
I almost fell down, but I stayed on my feet again.
Yeah, this is a flute that we refurbished for Don. And
Yeah.
just giving it to him now. You just see it for the first time.
I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This is what I gave you?
Yep. It definitely changed.
Oh my gosh. I was fingering for this.
Yeah, 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
No, not that one.
Not that one. So these
3,
three.
3, yeah.
3 of these. 3 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm not good yet. I can get better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go,
right.
yeah.
Exactly, man. Freeform jam. Salter's auditioned for Clan-Destine again. It's been many years. We had to see his chops, see if he still had them.
A little more practice, I can get
Right?
there.
Man, that's
But
awesome. Then.
it's already my favorite new thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you. This is a blessing.
It's,
This is a blessing. I love this. This will not leave my my possession for many moons. And I'll keep it in my office. Because when I have that need for the serenity that this kind of aesthetic provides, it's just, there's something about it. And I just gotta get my fingering out. So 3 and 2, 3 and 2.
yeah.
But man, you know, not bad for a first time.
Yep.
Yeah, really good. Remember when we discovered it on our mini treks through Saltmine Oasis here.
Well, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right. Well, you don't see me grabbing it and playing it on video. I'll let Dave do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Shoot.
Actually, I should
And
have.
you guys.
You'll put me to shame. But man, I mean, thank you with all my heart. Thank you for this. I mean, and I probably owe you money. I mean,
No, you just can front our next album.
We're those kind of friends, right?
that's right, baby.
Well, we got to tell the story. I wonder if I can get... Could you hold this camera for it? I just want to say, because we came in and I remember picking up, going through the flutes, you know, and Dave picked this one up.
I've got like 4 or 5 of them.
Right, and Don's always played, you know,
Yeah,
really well
I played the flute.
through the years. Clan-Destine really made a home of Saltmine for decades now.
Yeah.
When we've done projects and we've recorded elsewhere, but when it's time to really get the album done, really get a single done or get some tracks, or
that Saltmine love.
right, we know where to go and master. So of course we owe each other something, common courtesy that we've always shared.
Yep.
And you know, with Clan-Destine live in the scene, we definitely want to give props where props are due. Saltmine
Props
Oasis,
to Pops.
right? Props to Pops. You've seen the articles, you've seen all the entertainment, hoo-ha and hip-hop and all these great things, but down to earth, you know. If you come to Saltmine Studio Oasis, it's a place where you can find the spirit of the art, the spirit of your music. You know, to quote Keith Richards, there's nothing to music if there's no feel, man.
It's all feel.
If you don't find the groove and the feel,
Yeah.
there's no use, right?
Feel is not only hitting the right note and hitting it in the center of the right spot in the rhythm, but knowing when to put it before the right spot and after the right spot. So you create a little slant, an accent, and a connection to the note that's, you know, sometimes just right, it's pushed a little bit. So it's got style. It's got style. Needs to still be uniform and still needs to be in tune and still needs to be in tempo. But you can place it at the back end of the right spot, so a more laid back feel occurs, or more on the front end of the spot, so it's a little choppier, a little faster, you know. And its feel is something that's not always understood by people, you know. That's my take on it anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? You can't just, cool doesn't just happen. Cool is an organic creation that is formed through, you know, circumstances, through the answers to questions, the answers to your, you know, your life happenings.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just, when I come here to Saltmine, I think of the great albums like Exile, you know, and that's why I bring up Keith Richards. I bring up the time of when you put your entire spirit and being into creating a record, a song, every note on that thing. And what I know about Saltmine and being here, that's why I always want to come back, is that's what's promoted, is to come here and create something global, something that everyone can understand in this language of music.
Yeah. We've been doing this for 30 years here in the Valley of the Sun. And probably, you know, I always tell people we must be doing something right. Because, you know, people keep coming. And, you know, we try to treat you, you know, it's a simple business philosophy. If we can try to love you first. Because if we throw a little love your direction first, generally the feeling is that you'll love us back. And when you love us back and we love it, you know, first, we already install that love. Like if we can give you some love in advance and then you love us back, then there's now kind of a sense of connection that we feel before we start our creative process. So, you know, we try to do that, treat everybody like the family, you know. Yeah. And then like create in these amazing rooms that we have here with the most amazing assembly of gear that's ever been assembled.
Yeah, there's no arguing with that.
The gear is just crazy here. And gear makes a difference. You know, gear makes a difference. You know, skill, of course, makes a great difference, and that can be achieved in any studio. With great skill comes great chance to pursue and record great artistry. And having the great gear and the great skill and the great environment and the great artist means magic can happen.
Yeah. Well, that magic, you know, everybody nowadays, especially, wow, I can get my laptop, I can do my album at home, man. But really, I don't know if you're going to create that magic. I don't know if you're going to get that.
You know, it can be done. Because something can be done doesn't mean that it should be done.
That's a good point too, right? We're all photographers now, right? And as I'm filming myself on social media right now, but luckily we can send the message out, man. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
It's an honor to bring that back.
Cano, you know, we've been friends for what, 20 years now?
Yeah.
20 years? 20 years? You know, the Clan is a permanent fixture in really the state of Arizona. It's a most uniquely seasoned pop rock band with native connection and underpinnings and style and authenticity and application, and brings an environment that with it that's different than any other band, because it's your culture as well as, you know, your choices of creative melodies. It's your feeling that you bring to people when they see you. You know, it's like a celebration. It's like a celebration. So, you know, you guys are amazing live, and if you get a chance to see them, go check them out. Clan is the real thing. Clan-Destine.
That's right.
Thank you.
Clan-Destine live on the scene here with Don Salter, man, and it's great. And as he said, we've been hanging out and doing things here at Saltmine for over 20 years. I remember a big project, one of our first records here, and I remember how happy we were for you when we agreed, oh, Rick Rubin is coming next week.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Rubin is going to be here. That was way back, man, and I remember...
Rick is an interesting guy. Right. You know, you see this new documentary on
I don't know if it's on Netflix or if it's on HBO, I think, but it's called Shangri-La, and it's the studio that's on the beach in Malibu called Shangri-La that they rebuilt, and he, you know, is the anchor talent there. But we worked with him on the Sheryl Crow record.
Right.
Sheryl Crow came to town, and Rick was working with her, and they came to our studio among all the studios in the state, which was so great. They had a studio shootout with everybody pitching for the gig, and we got the gig because our gear just, you know, our gear is the stuff. And that's what he wanted us for. And then, you know, we got to work with him, and Cheryl was brilliant, and Rick was brilliant, and went and picked him up Thai food, and he didn't get any photos with him, though. That was just kind of a tragic oversight. But
well, that's how much the world has changed, though, right?
She did "Sweet Child of Mine,"
yeah,
which was the, you know, Guns N' Roses song. She did that for Adam Sandler's movie. What's his movie? Got it very well. Can't remember the name.
Right. How many?
The Daddy movie. What was it?
Was it Big Daddy?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Yeah,
Big
there
Daddy.
you go. Big Daddy.
Yeah, so we did it for Big Daddy. You know, Rick Rubin recorded her, and we got to work with her for, you know, it was a couple of days. You know, it's great. Anyway, that new Rick Rubin Shangri-La documentary is worth watching because he's a nut. He's great. He's brilliant. He's just out there. He's so tuned into the environment and to the artist, and he really does talk about this kind of thing. You know, this you know, maybe spiritual underpinning that, you know, he feels and gets connected with some of the artists that he works with.
Right.
And in Shangri-La, you know, over in Malibu, you know, which is a really cool studio, and so, you know, great inspiring kind of show for me. That and the Dave Grohl show.
Oh yeah,
that Sound City.
Sound
City. That was a great documentary because, you know, you get to see a lot of some of the history that was made at that studio.
Right.
So, you know, to be able to be a part of that network of world-class, vintage, substantial, legendary studios. I mean, we're, you know, small L. You know, we're a humble, legendary Saltmine studio, but we've been doing this for 30 years with some of the greatest artists in the country. So, you know, we have a very unique atmosphere, and it's saged periodically.
That's right.
You know, we believe in the saging of the studio, the smudging, and always keep it here handy because it is something about that scent that just feels like, okay, let's create now.
Yeah.
Let's create now. Yeah. So, at any rate, truly a pleasure. Thank you for your craftsmanship and your inspiration as a flutist, and thank you, Cano, for 20 years, you know, of clandestine Saltmine brotherly love and harmony and music that we've been able to create together.
Most definitely, man. Thanks for letting us barge in, and I'm sitting here with that damn artist and Don Salter.
You can barge in any time.
Right.
This was a special bargingness for me. This is a you know, this is something I'm gonna go sit on a rock and play this. You know?
Right. And you heard him say 20 years, so we have a few things to contemplate now. You know, you see we're going chrome. You know, going chrome around here, right?
I was born chrome,
but it's earned, you know. So happy to be here at the Saltmine again. Clandestine Live, continue. Take a look, man. Look it up. Saltmine Oasis, Studio Oasis. There's no place like it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Cool.
All right.
Right on, man.
Well, let's put that in the pipe and smoke it.
So cannot be beat.
It's not about fame, it's not about power, 'cause love is our truth.